Hold on. All right, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome. And thank you for being here and for being a part of our soul family. Um, I discovered a new show on Netflix called Pluribus. Have you heard of it? Have you seen it? Have you started to watch it at all? It was interesting because my dear friend Stacy the other day, hi Mia, my dear friend Stacy the other day had told me about it. She's like, I think you'd really like this. Anyways, we started watching it last night. Of course, when you get into these things, then you get into them, and we started binging it. Anyway, it's basically about to make a long story short, it's about some ancient cosmic alien formula that a bunch of scientists discover that they turn into a kind of like a drug, if you will, that gives people one consciousness and also um, it gives them the ability to tap into happiness and being happy. They're always happy. They're always doing happy things, kindness, all these kind of things. Anyway, there's a select group of people in the world who have not been able to receive this particular medicine. And there's one girl, Carol, a bitter, angry lesbian, a best-selling New York Times has been best-selling lesbian who I love to death, but she's a bit bitter and a bit resistant to all these people in the world that want to make her happy. Anyway, it's so spiritual, this show. I mean, I watch it from this point of view of like, wow, this is like consciousness at its core. And last night, in last one of the episodes, there's another gentleman in Paraguay who also wasn't able to receive the happy juice, the happy pill, the happy medicine, and is also normal, so to speak. And they're not in touch necessarily until the one consciousness puts them in touch. Anyway, um, I know I'm not making any sense. I'm getting to the point. The point is that this one man, you see him go through this period of starvation, like he's starving. He's like he can't, he there's nothing for him to eat. He's eating like ants, and he's so angry and so resistant, yet he's craving food. And just because of the craving of the food, this thing that he knows will make him happy, these other beings, other humans who have now been a part of the one consciousness that are all happy and want to make him happy too, they come and bring him food and he rejects it. Okay, so the moral of the story is simple. And it really made me think about this. How often in our lives are we praying for that which we think is going to make us happy, right? We think we've got it figured out. We think we know what it is that's going to make us happy. We think we know what it is that's going to make us happy, but we reject it, right? We think that it's going to make us happy, but we reject it. Or when it comes to us, um, we don't take it, we don't receive it. This particular aspect of the show, this particular character really struck a chord in me. Like, how often is the universe reaching out to you to give you something, to give you something that you've been asking for, yet you're unwilling to receive it? Think about that today. And yes, Mia, are you watching it? Mia says, yes, it's one consciousness, no free will any longer. Exactly. That's the big picture of it. And what it presents in this dystopian reality is that everybody is happy with that one consciousness, except there's these like 7 people in the world who didn't get that and aren't a part of that hive mind. Anyway, watch it. It's really, really good. I really, really enjoyed it. So the name of the show is called Pluribus. So again, to refocus on what are we asking for today? What are we aware of today? What are we asking for that the universe is giving us? It's right there in front of us, but that we are not receiving. And why aren't you receiving it? Was it too easy? Are you not receiving it because you are distrustful of where it came from? Are you not receiving it because you're afraid that it's too good to be true? Think of all the crazy beliefs that pop up when that happens. Okay, so let's dive into that today and really, really create a shift and create a different reality with that. And open up our hearts to receive what it is the universe wants to gift to you, the universe and others, if you're willing, right? Like we talked about, free will. Okay, close your eyes, find yourself in your heart. As you do so, let's just become really present here. And let's begin today by taking 3 deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. And now let's shift our energy, our awareness to the center of the earth. And from this space in the center of the earth, let's imagine this beautiful, beautiful energy swirling around in the center of the earth. And now imagine this energy scooping up fresh earth energy, coming up through the soles of our feet, through our ankles, our calves, our knees, and our thighs, and traveling up through all of our chakras and popping up outside the top of our head and forming a beautiful ball of light. Now switch your awareness into this ball of light. And now imagine this ball of light traveling up out of the space that you're in, higher and higher and higher and faster and faster and faster. Imagine that ball of light lifting you up out past Earth's atmosphere, out into outer space through different planets and galaxies, the Milky Way, and higher and higher and higher beyond there, out into different layers of light. Some light, some dark, through those layers out into a beautiful golden like light. And through a golden like light into a jelly like substance light. And through the jelly like substance light into a beautiful pink haze, which is the law of compassion. And through the law of compassion, you enter into the seventh plane of all that is, the plane of creation, of oneness, and of complete totality. Immediately, your ball of light dissolves into this beautiful energy, and you feel the contribution, the collaboration of all things, all atoms and molecules of existence here. And from this space, we're going to ask for some downloads. Remember, downloads are just energies that we receive into our subconscious, thoughts, feelings, emotions, and experiences. Change your beliefs, you change your reality. So I'm going to tap into the quantum consciousness and see what we've got going on here today. The willingness to receive what you're asking for. Everywhere that you've decided that you can only receive what you're asking for in a certain way from a certain group of people at a certain time that fits you, can we please destroy and uncreate it? And what happens when the possibility of receiving something even greater than you could imagine comes along and you go, oh, but that's too much. I didn't ask for all of that. I just asked for just a slice of bread, not a whole loaf of bread. Don't be silly. I don't need all that. What is that? What is that energy that comes up inside of us? Would you be willing to destroy and uncreate it? To allow yourself to recognize that the universe wants to give you a whole loaf of bread, not just a slice. Would you like to take and enjoy that? What can you do with that loaf of bread? You could share it with others if you want. You could toast it and make croutons. You can do anything you want give it away, anything you want. But if you don't receive it, you only are left with the little teeny tiny slice. So, would you like to know what it feels like? Or maybe nothing, right? Would you like to know what it feels like to expand your awareness of what you're receiving, to include others, to know that you're worthy of expanding your receiving, to include others? If you'd like that, say yes. And would you like to know what it feels like, looks like, tastes like, smells like, sounds like, and is in every single cell of your body to have the Creator's highest definition, perspective, understanding, and knowing of allowance, being an allowance? Often we think of allowance as toleration, right? Or acceptance, but that's not what allowance is, right? Well, I guess it could be a part of what allowance is, but really allowance is also like allowing good things to come into your life, allowing great things to happen to you and to the world around you. Would you be willing to crank up that energy of goodness and allowance and allowing good people to come into your life, and all of the walls and barriers that you have up about trust that don't allow you to receive more goodness into your life because you're not so trusting of what is on the other side? Can we destroy it and create it? Good. You know, it's funny because I when I was initially engaging, I saw a porcupine, porcupine energy, and porcupines are quite cute. They're cute and they're really quite kind-hearted, docile creature. However, they have very, very um, un uncomfortable exterior, right? I think of this as like, the energy of people who are really cold on the outside, but inside they're really, really warm and sweet. I have quite an ability for like accessing that sweetness in people and seeing past it. But there's sometimes a wall up, right? Sometimes we put a wall up. Sometimes we see others put a wall up. And when somebody puts a wall up, do you run away? Or do you go, oh, that person is cold, or that person is bitter, or that person is unengaging, or stay away? Or do you allow the space to be, allow that energy that you perceive to be present and just acknowledge whatever it is, but also to go beyond that, to say, oh, hey, ask somebody a question, open them up. That's always what I've found that really creates a space for more for me when I'm engaging with others and maybe they're coming across cold. You never know what somebody's going through, right? So would you like to know what it feels like to hold the space and be an allowance of receiving others and being present for others no matter what they're going through and not making it about you, right? How often do we make somebody else is bringing the energy that they're presenting to the world about us? So everything that that brings up, let's just destroy it and create it. Great. Yeah. And so would you like to know what it feels like to know that you're worthy of receiving miracles in your life? That you're worthy of receiving miracles in your life and that it's safe for you to receive miracles in your life. If you'd like that, say yes. Okay. Now let's shift our energy, please, to those who require healing today. As we do so, let's please just imagine them surrounded in the Creator's unconditional love, unconditional light. Imagine them happy, healthy, safe, and protected. Okay, I'd like to send blessings and healing today to my Uncle Tom in Michigan, who had an ankle surgery yesterday. Please just send him unconditional light and love and a quick, swift healing so he can be back on his feet and active and happy and playing golf and all doing all the things that he loves. And let's also please send healing to Carrie. And let's also send healing to Phil, to Philip. Let's send healing to Rob. And also to Anne and Ben and Polly. And also to Becky and Sean. And let's also please send healing to G. Let's also please continue to send healing, support, solidarity to all of our soul family, fellow humans in Iran that have taken to the streets in what is almost 2 weeks of fighting for their freedom. Officially, we are calling it a revolution, I believe. And so may freedom ring true for them. And let's also please send healing to our soul family, brothers and sisters in Venezuela, adjusting to their new life, blanketing them with blessings and possibilities. What else is possible for all of us that we have never conceived or received or allowed before? Wonderful. And last but not least, would you guys like to know that you are unconditional love, that you be unconditional love, and that unconditional love is your birthright? If you'd like that, say yes. Now let's take our palms, rub our palms together. Faster and faster and faster and faster and faster. Place your palms over your eyes. Your eyes are the windows to your soul. When you're ready, you can open up your eyes, allow that energy to come into your body and into your being. Place your hands on your heart. Congratulate yourself and thank yourself for being here and for being a part of our soul family. Have a beautiful day, everyone, an amazing day, a miraculous day. I love you all, and I'll see you same time, same place tomorrow. Bye, everyone. Bye, guys. Bye, Auntie. I love you.